Did you know that cooling system failures account for nearly 40% of all roadside mechanical breakdowns? Yes, that's right. Here is the shocking part. 90% of these catastrophic failures are not caused by cheap parts or old age. They are triggered by small cooling system maintenance mistakes made right in the driveway. A single error in fluid management can spike internal combustion temperatures past 300 degrees Fahrenheit in seconds, which can warp your aluminum block and leave you with a four-figure repair bill. In this video, I am uncovering 9 fatal coolant mistakes that silently overheat and destroy your engine. Some of these mistakes cost absolutely nothing to avoid, but ignoring them could cost you thousands in repairs. Let's dive in. Mistake number 9. Topping off the cooling system with plain water. Many drivers believe coolant is nothing more than colored water. So, whenever the coolant level drops, they simply pour in tap water and continue driving. While this may seem harmless, but it gradually destroys the carefully balanced chemistry that protects your engine. Modern coolant contains antifreeze, corrosion inhibitors, water pump lubricants, anti-foaming agents, and pH stabilizers that keep aluminum cylinder heads, radiators, heater cores, and seals from corroding. Every time plain water is added, those protective additives become diluted, which, in result, reduce your coolant's ability to absorb heat and prevent internal rust. Another important point is, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, while a proper 50-50 coolant mixture under system pressure can resist boiling until roughly 265 degrees Fahrenheit. In this way, a proper coolant mixture gives your engine a much larger safety margin during heavy traffic, mountain driving, or towing. That simple step can add years to the life of your entire cooling system. Mistake number 8. Mixing different types of coolant. One of the biggest misconceptions in automotive maintenance is that coolant color determines compatibility. You might see green, orange, pink, blue, yellow, or purple coolant on the store shelf, but the color is only a dye. The real difference lies in the chemical additives inside. Modern vehicles use different coolant technologies such as IAT, OAT, and HOAT. When you cross-mix these formulations, the specialized corrosion inhibitors experience a severe chemical fallout reaction that create a thick sludge or gel, which clogs the narrow passages inside the radiator and heater core. As circulation becomes restricted, engine temperatures gradually climb, the water pump is forced to work harder, and corrosion protection begins to break down. That's why, before adding coolant, always check your owner's manual or the label on the coolant reservoir for the exact specification your vehicle requires. If you are changing coolant types, perform a complete system flush instead of mixing old and new formulas. It is one of the simplest ways to prevent overheating and extend your engine's lifespan. Mistake number 7. Pouring 100% pure antifreeze. Many drivers think that if a little coolant is good, then 100% pure antifreeze must be even better. But in reality, this is one of the most damaging misconceptions in engine maintenance. Pure antifreeze is terrible at transferring heat. The antifreeze is just there to keep the water from freezing in winter, boiling in summer, and corroding your metal parts. If you run 100% pure coolant, then your engine's internal temperatures will skyrocket because the fluid can't shed the heat fast enough. The correct approach is always to follow manufacturer specifications and maintain the proper coolant-to-water ratio instead of assuming more concentrate means better protection. Mistake number 6. Failing to bleed trapped air pockets. After a coolant change, radiator replacement, thermostat swap, or any cooling system repair, one of the most overlooked but dangerous mistakes, air pockets may seem harmless, but inside a cooling system, they behave very differently from liquid coolant. Air does not absorb or transfer heat efficiently, which means any trapped pocket instantly creates a hot spot inside the engine, even while the rest of the system appears normal. Many engines that mysteriously overheat after a coolant change are actually suffering from improper bleeding rather than mechanical failure. Symptoms often include fluctuating temperature gauges, sudden spikes in heat, weak or inconsistent cabin heater performance, Mistake number 5. Opening the radiator cap while the engine is hot. This is one of the most dangerous mistakes a driver can make, and every year it sends countless people to the emergency room with severe burns. When your engine reaches normal operating temperature, then your cooling system is under pressure, typically 13 to 18 pounds per square inch on most modern vehicles. That pressure raises the coolant's boiling point from around 226 degrees Fahrenheit to nearly 265 degrees Fahrenheit, which allows it to absorb more heat without turning into steam. As you suddenly remove the radiator cap while the engine is still hot, then your car's cooling system pressure is released instantly. This causes the superheated coolant to flash into boiling steam and erupt out of the radiator. The scalding liquid can shoot several feet into the air in just a fraction of a second. Always wait until the engine has completely cooled before opening the radiator cap. And if you must inspect the coolant level sooner, check only the overflow reservoir. Waiting an extra 30 minutes could prevent serious injuries and save you from an expensive trip to the hospital. Mistake number 4. Ignoring the slow leak. Have you ever noticed a few drops of green, orange, or pink liquid under your car and thought, it's probably nothing? That tiny puddle could be the first warning sign of a repair that eventually costs thousands of dollars. Even a slow coolant leak allows the coolant level to drop little by little and reduces the system's ability to carry heat away from the engine. As the level falls, air gets pulled into the cooling system and creates air pockets that prevent coolant from reaching the hottest parts of the cylinder head. Over time, the excessive heat weakens the head gasket, warps aluminum components, and accelerates engine wear. It is recommended to inspect your driveway regularly and check around the radiator, hoses, thermostat housing, water pump, and coolant reservoir for stains or dried coolant residue. If you are adding coolant more than once or twice a year, don't ignore it. Find and fix the leak before it turns into a complete engine rebuild. Mistake number 2. Filling the coolant reservoir above the maximum line. Many people believe that adding extra coolant provides extra protection, but overfilling the reservoir can actually create new problems. As coolant heats up, it naturally expands, which is why manufacturers leave empty space inside the reservoir. When the tank is filled above the max mark, then the expanding coolant has nowhere to go and may overflow through the vent, which in result creates the illusion of a mysterious coolant leak. Excess coolant can also splash onto belts, electrical connectors, and engine components, while repeated overflow gradually lowers the coolant level below what's actually needed. Always check the coolant level when the engine is completely cold and keep it between the min and max marks. Following those simple markings ensures the cooling system has enough room to expand and contract exactly as it was designed. Mistake number 1. Trusting the lifetime coolant myth. A lot of modern manufacturers claim their cars come with lifetime coolant. Let me be perfectly clear. From an engineering standpoint, there is no such thing as a fluid that lasts forever. Like engine oil, coolant has a limited service life. Fresh automotive coolant is formulated to be highly alkaline and maintains a safe pH level between 8.5 and 11.0 to directly neutralize acidic combustion gases that inevitably blow past the piston rings. Once the coolant becomes acidic, it starts attacking the radiator, heater core, water pump, and even the aluminum inside your engine. At the same time, its ability to transfer heat becomes less efficient, forcing the engine to operate at higher temperatures every time you drive. If your coolant looks brown, rusty, or muddy, it's not just old, it is actively destroying your engine components. Flush it every 5 years or 100,000 miles, regardless of what the manual claims. At the last of this video, I want to say that your engine's cooling system is its life support. Take care of it, use the right fluid, use distilled water, and treat leaks seriously. It takes minutes to check your coolant, but it takes months to pay off a blown engine. If this video saved you from a massive mechanic bill, hit that like button, subscribe for more straight-to-the-point garage advice, And drop a comment down below if you have ever learned one of these lessons the hard way. See you in the next one.